Coach, thank you. We have playoff football and bone-chilling playoff football at that in the city of brotherly love at Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? This will be taken very short.
The Seahawks take over first down at their own 29-yard line.
I got it. 95. 52, Mike, 52. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
They go play action here on first down. He's got a man, complete. 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 71 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Eagles 0. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
Let's get it.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, Red 5-2, I'm here.
51's the mic. Coming.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he connects with Ertz. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Hey, Mike 7.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Let's go. Pick it up, G.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. It's caught by Sanders. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
At the 24-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Watch it.
Too quick.
Safety screaming. Hey, check it.
Now Wilson, eluding the pressure right.
You got to step it up.
And that'll be incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Come on.
Mike, 27. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
To throw is Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check it out. Both sevens and Mike. Both sevens and Mike.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Good job right there. Hey, 0, 0, 0.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And Philip Dorsett holds it in. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Seattle.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Forced out to his left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Alert, 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 alert.
47's the Mike. 47's the Mike.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. Brought down by Nate Gehring.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Wentz. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
51 Mike. Mike 51.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 17 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Get that quarterback D-line. Get that quarterback D-line. D-line.
Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Oh, he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for 1st down. Wentz on the give to Sanders. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, it's Sanders, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go.
Watch the pass.
Wentz now on first down. It's complete to Diggs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
it's cold.
And it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Give him 30 yards there. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We got 3. We got 3.
They go play action now. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
But no takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Watch that.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down.
Alert. Undercrush.
3rd and long. It's Wilson escaping the pressure right. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
They're on 15-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Fight 51, Mike 51.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Wentz now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Wentz. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Into the red zone, Wentz. Dancing to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 3rd and 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
82.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. The kick by Elliott is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the 29, Wentz, and Diggs has it. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
1st and 10 at the
46 down, man, 5-4.
56, check 56.
You got nothing today.
Sunday.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Hey, get in the weight room.
Here,
Go.
Hey, kill.
51.
Wentz now to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory? Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, let's go. QB's trash. Let's go. 51's the mic. 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
There we go. Back man. 180.
I got it. We got tight leg. 4 down. Alert.
Here.
Ringo. 51's the mic, boys. 51.
From the red zone now, Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 10 yards out, and the Eagles have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He's not going to get me.
Tempo.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. 25 yards that time. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent.
And this is caught inside the 5. 33 yards that time. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Again, Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. They've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check, 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 check.
Now Sanders. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. We want this. Check, check.
Here's Sanders. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
51 the mic, boy. 51. It's going to be a long day for you.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. Marquise Blair, 2nd-round pick from Utah, there to bat it away. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Go. Mike's 59. It's our time. Check 59, Mike. 59, Mike to 59. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They go play action here on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Mike, you ready?
Here we go.
95.
On 1st down, Carson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Man, I got you.
Another run here with Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
82, 40.
51, Mike, 51.
Let's find two.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's able to find Diggs. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They go back to the ground with Sanders. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, check.
Another run with Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Walk 54.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Man up, deep.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Back two, the Mike. Back two. Mike, back two.
Check 50, check 50.
52, Mike, 52.
Throwing now is Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Derek Barnett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll look to throw. Dorsett's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Super team.
No game on this defense, no game.
Well, 12.
Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Check my 47. You got see it. You got call. 47.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
52. 52. 52's the Mike.
One left.
Let's go.
I'll go special.
Back to throw. They'll buy some time right. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, Eagles 24. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
Hey, let go.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.